We're right now in Karakush, just outside of Mosul, just about a half-hour drive. When ISIS came, they used the pulpit here, of course, for target practice. They burned the church. They destroyed so much of it. They wrote slogans on the wall. You love life. We love death. Another slogan they wrote is, we've come to drink your blood.
This used to be a beautiful, beautiful church. And ISIS just came in, desecrated and destroyed everything. This is where they burned all the books. This was the pit that they used, destroying everything they could, but that's what this ash is from.
They are killing Christians. They're cutting their heads off. They're destroying the churches. And where I am right now, this beautiful church was burned and destroyed. And the cross that used to be on the wall up here, they took their machine guns to shoot the cross down. The steeple where they had the cross, they took explosives and blew it up. It's one thing to destroy the buildings. These can be built back, but the church right now is being persecuted. And here is a great example of what's happening to the church. Here in the rubble was one of the shoe boxes. I don't know who gave it, who sent it, but it touched the life of a child at one point. And I think every box is important. And of course we ask people when they pack a box to always pray. You never know where that box will go.
With the intense fighting that's been happening in the city of Mosul, there have been a lot of casualties, including a lot of civilians. And the Samaritan's Purse Emergency Field Hospital was set up in such a way that we are one of the first points of contact for those people who are escaping the fighting or who are being brought by paramedics after they've been injured as victims of war.
We are the highest level provider of emergency trauma medicine and surgery here right now in northern Iraq. And so that's really important because these combat injuries are quite complex, and people arrive with some things you could never imagine that are created by various parts of this combat. I think all of us were probably surprised at the number of women and children that are being targeted by ISIS to do them harm.
Samaritan's Purse has an incredible team of doctors and nurses from around the world. And what makes it unique is we're all joined together because of our faith in Jesus Christ. And we're here because we want to lift up Christ in a very difficult situation.
It's me, Abdul. We can't forget about what's happening with ISIS. It's not in the news a lot at home. That doesn't mean it's not happening. You know, I'm seeing it with my own eyes. It is still happening. But you've got these Samaritan's Purse volunteers and staff, and they're working 24/7, and they're saving lives.
These are people just like you and me. And they didn't do anything to deserve this, and they need to know the love and grace and mercy of our Lord Jesus Christ, just like you and I do. And they need to be shown compassion, just like you and I do. Come here with me sometime.
Thank you, sir.
How do you say, I love you?
أحبك
Hapki?
أحبك
Ahapki. Ahapki.
I love you.
Ah!
I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you for not only coming, but thank you for your witness and for your testimony in this part of the world. And we never know the people that you touch, the people that you pray for. You have no idea the effect that that's going to have on that person's life. And the fact that you care for them, and you've touched them, and you've prayed for them, and you've brought healing to their bodies, they'll never forget that for the rest of their life.
Please pray for the people of northern Iraq, for the people who are trapped in their homes in the middle of a war zone, and pray that Jesus would bring an end to this fighting.